Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to clean out and descale your own espresso maker from home. Right here I got my own. This is the Casabrews CM5418 Basic. This thing has worked really good for me so far for only $100, guys. If you're looking for something entry level, this is a great budget option. And honestly, I like it because it's extremely compact as well, meaning I don't have to take up a bunch of countertop space with a really big, bulky espresso maker. But don't worry, if you're not cleaning out this exact system, this process will work with any espresso machine. And don't worry if you have a really expensive one, this is not going to cause any issues or break anything. I know some espresso machines can get crazy up there, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, guys. If you want to take a look at the Casabrews CM5418 for yourself, I'll make sure to leave an affiliate link throughout today's video so you guys can check it out. But please keep in mind, I am not sponsored. I bought this with my own money. The cleaner that I'm using today is going to be the Lemmy Shine Coffee Maker Descaler and Cleaner. This was $10 at my local grocery store. So if you ask me, a little bit overpriced, but the reason I bought this one is because it is non-chemical based. This is just water and citric acid, so I don't have to be worried about pumping a bunch of weird chemicals through my espresso machine that might cause an issue with the machine or that I might even ingest later on. So hopefully this stuff works really well. Let's go ahead and give it a shot and get this process started. First, if you guys do have this exact espresso machine, I want to show you guys exactly what it'll do when it needs to be cleaned. So let's go ahead and turn this on and you will see that it beeps for a little bit. If your Casabrews does that beeping when you first turn it on, it means it needs to be cleaned out. And even if you guys have a different espresso machine, it might do something similar to this one. So that's why I wanted to show you guys that. Next, I want to show you guys the second symptom of a dirty machine. So right here, we have the coffee puck. It's really watery, guys, and you guys can see that puck is not really being brewed correctly. So if we look at the countertop, you can see that it's really watery and it's still dripping out some coffee here, meaning that this system needs to be cleaned out and descaled. So that's what we're going to be doing today. This is just from today, and you guys can see this is not right. It's not supposed to be squishy and all like this. So this system definitely needs to be cleaned out. Been putting this off for a long time. So step one is going to be cleaning out your coffee puck right here. So I cleaned out all of that old nasty coffee. Next, what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this little bottom piece off because it's going to leak all over the place if I tilt it. We need to clean off this portion up here, guys. Let's see if we can get that to focus. So you can see right there where the coffee puck goes in, there's a bunch of leftover dirty coffee grounds. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a paper towel and just wipe it right off. So here I got my nice and clean paper towel. Just gonna go ahead and wipe it off real quick. Make sure to get as much junk off there as I can. And some of you guys might be brewing tap water through your espresso machine. I highly recommend against doing that. I exclusively use reverse osmosis water through this system to prevent all of the hard water from going through it. So if you guys are running water through your espresso machine that's from a fridge filter and you have really hard water in your area, you might want to consider a reverse osmosis system like I use, because it will keep your espresso machine a lot cleaner and it will prevent a lot of problems further on down the line. So next, what we need to do is take the reservoir off like so, if you can remove it. If not, just go ahead and drain this reservoir out. And then what you want to do is use 1 full dose of the Lemmy Shine cleaner right here. So on here, it's already measured out for you guys. If I turn this around, you can see the first use, second use, third, and fourth use as well. So I'm going to start with just 1 use. And if it's still not very clean by the end of the first use, you can follow this process again as many times as you guys need to. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and try and pour in exactly 1 dose of the cleaner without wasting too much. And again, it really just depends on how dirty your system is. Like I said, if you guys are using hard water, you might need to run this a couple times because that hard water is really going to grime up your system. In my area, our water is extremely hard with a lot of limestone in it. So That's why I don't like to run that water through my system personally. All right, a little more, we should be good. And I'm gonna start with the recommended amount exactly, just because I don't wanna make it too strong for my system, especially if I don't need to waste it. So there's the first use right there, kept it pretty much exact. So next, once we have it in here, all we need to do is just fill it up with water. I'm gonna be filling it up with water from my reverse osmosis system right here. Not all the way, just because I personally don't wanna dilute it. So I'll just fill it up about 2/3, I guess you could say right there. And we'll just install this reservoir back. And then I'm just gonna go through the process of just brewing like I normally would. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my espresso wand back into the system, and then I'm just gonna brew all of the water and cleaner out of this thing. So I'm just gonna brew it until I use all of the water and cleaner in the back of it, and hopefully this cleans it out well. And I do recommend putting the espresso puck and wand back into the system just so you clean this out as well. So there we go, we got the first brew done. All right, everybody, at this point, I have successfully run all the water and cleaning solution through my coffee maker here. But if I turn this off and turn it back on, what you guys will see is that it is still beeping. So what you have to do is actually go ahead and reset that. So what we're gonna do is actually turn this back on here, and this is only if you have this exact espresso machine, obviously, but the 1 cup, 2 cup, and steam, you wanna go ahead and hold all of those. Now we'll turn it off, turn it back on, and it is not doing the beeping anymore. So this exact system right here, after 500 cups of espresso run through it, will automatically trigger that beeping sound. So you go ahead and descale your system. Now what we're gonna do, since we just ran all that citric, now what I want to do is, since I just ran all of that citric acid through the system, is I'm going to go ahead and clean out my reservoir and go ahead and put some water in it so I can flush out the rest of that citric acid so my espresso doesn't taste all weird and funky. And then this exact cleaner says you want to run 2 more cycles, so that's what we'll go ahead and do. But I'm also going to run 2 additional cycles just to make sure that I flush out all of the remaining cleaner that might be in the system here, because I don't want to drink any of this stuff. It's not going to do any harm if you do drink it, since it's just citric acid, but it is going to make your coffee taste really weird, which I want to avoid personally. Now that I got the system cleaned out, I got a fresh espresso puck right here ready to go. Gonna brew a fresh cup of espresso right here. This thing is not beeping anymore. That was driving me nuts too, to be honest with you. So we'll go ahead and do 2 cups right here. This thing is ready for it. A little bit of coffee creamer right here using the Natural Bliss. Then I got some organic fat-free milk. And honestly, it is too late in the day to be making freaking espresso. I am not gonna be able to sleep because it's already 7 o'clock tonight. Here we go. Now we got the espresso and the milk frothed up and ready to go. And no, I'm not gonna be trying to do latte art because I happen to suck at it. And this is definitely gonna be the last coffee of today since it's 7 p.m. And now you guys can see what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. This espresso puck right here is a lot less watery because now we have a cleaned out and flushed system. But keep in mind that a soggy espresso puck can also be a symptom of something else, not just a dirty system. You could be grinding the coffee too fine, or the system might just be giving out on you. So make sure you take into account that as well. All right, everybody, that's gonna be it for today's video. Flushed out my Casabrews CM5418 with the Let Me Shine coffee maker, descaler, and cleaner. Let's try out this coffee now that I got a brand new or cleaned out descaled espresso machine. Some good stuff, guys. It's 7 p.m. at this point, a little bit past actually. So I might not be able to sleep, but it's a one-time thing just to try it after all my hard work. Thanks for watching. If you guys got any questions, please leave them down below.